Hey everyone, today I wanted to show you this adorable jack-o'-lantern that I carved. I couldn't decide on one design, so I did two. And for those of you that know me, you know that I really like cats and I really like Fallout, so of course I chose cats and Fallout to carve into this pumpkin. I got this from Lowe's. It's made of polyurethane and I got it for about $13 and I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, let's get started. First things first, I had to sketch out the design that I wanted to put on it. For the cat design, I knew that I wanted something that was simple but spooky and kind of witchy, so I chose to put a cat gazing out of a window to the night sky. Wow, look, there's a bunch of stars. For the Fallout design, I knew that I wanted to start off with the vault symbol. I was debating putting the Vault-Tec writing symbol thing in the center of it, but I decided against it and instead chose to put the Nuka-Cola symbol on the inside. Using my reference image, I made sure to stencil it out nicely. Throughout the design process, I had to make sure that this jack-o'-lantern design would remain structurally intact for when I put it on the pumpkin. So here you see me making these little notches in the vault symbol, and that just keeps it from falling apart, I guess, because otherwise it would just be a large thing cut out of the pumpkin, right? And I don't want that. Here you guys see me using a box cutter on this, but I would highly recommend using something finer like an X-Acto knife because this is pretty clunky and kind of dangerous, so be careful, don't hurt yourselves. After sketching all the designs, I cut it all out so that I could attach it to the pumpkin. Oh, look, a cat. Once I had the stencils all done, I taped it to the pumpkin and used a pencil to draw it on. Once I had the stencils all onto the pumpkin, I made a basic little jack-o'-lantern top piece part line thing. Once I was done penciling in the template for this design, I took it outside and began using my wood burning tool to carve it out. I used two different attachments for this step. I used a dull round piece for the stars on the cat side, and then I used a knife attachment for the rest of it. This probably goes without saying, but please be very careful when you guys are dealing with anything sharp or hot. Once I was done carving all of the pieces, I got to pop them out of the pumpkin, and this was so satisfying. I mean, come on, look at that. Isn't that satisfying? I probably could have left it at that once I had everything carved and popped out and all that, but I wanted my pumpkin to look really dirty and like it's been living in mud and just pretty much living in the Fallout universe, so I took some dark brown and dark red paint and just kind of began smudging it everywhere all over this. Once I had the rest of the pumpkin painted, I put the top piece onto the pumpkin so that I could start weathering it and matching up all the little details. I should also note that I didn't record this, but I repainted the stem of the pumpkin to be a nice pale green color. I went pretty heavy-handed with my paint here. You guys could definitely go a little bit lighter than what I did, but I wanted mine to be really dirty looking and really muddy, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. Which way does it go? I don't know. I still don't know. Oh wow, I did it. Once I was done with painting, I just went through with some water and just kind of cleaned it up a little bit and brought out the highlights again. For the lights on the inside, I had this little LED string fairy light already lying around, so I decided to use that. I just bunched it all up into a little nice, neat cord and just tossed it in there. To keep the light from bleeding out on either side of the jack-o'-lantern, I just used a thick piece of cardstock that I had lying around and just tossed that in there with the lights. Wow, look, it's a jack-o'-lantern. I personally love how this pumpkin turned out. It looks so dirty and muddy, like it's lived in the Fallout universe, and it just looks really, really cool. And I get two designs out of it, which is, you know, awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, support my work, and I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!